Hey everyone, Soundwave8084 here, the Transformers Legacy Evolution review. In this review, take a look at Deluxe Class Beachcomber, who comes with Paradise Parakeet, Paradise Parakeet. Turn to the side here, you got his nice box artwork going on here, and the Parakeet charging in the battle with Beachcomber. So kids, adults, collectors, make sure you put the Parakeet on Beachcomber when he's going to war with the Decepticons, because you know that bird is going to kick some ass. On the back side, 11 steps gets you all the way around. His Evo Fusion is sticking his gun in his hand. Get the Legacy box art on the side. Turn it up here. You scan this right here. Get his tech specs. Turn on the bottom side. You get the illegal mumbo jumbo and all that cool stuff. And you also get his handy dandy instructions. And of course, you get the lovely figure of Beachcomber right here. Is a nice looking deluxe figure. I got no problems with the way this figure looks. He would have been my #1 most wanted coming up that I had done a video about a week ago. My most wanted Transformers that have been revealed so far or announced in the pipeline. He was #2 after Studio Series 86 Brawn. This Beachcomber is nice, very lovely. Turn the side. I like how the wheels are pinned in. They are done with this soft plastic, like PVC or something. It sticks. It's got a nice rubbery feel. Turn to the back side. Cleans up fairly nice. Not much hollowness. He's got this here, but it's mostly to tab him on these little mushroom pegs to get his legs. Turn aside. Open his arms. Pretty solid here. You can get a little bit. He's slightly up there where you got to tab his arms together. So he's not very hollow. Very solid little bot. Look at the head sculpt here. You can see the mouth is molded in. Nice little silver eye visor going on there. Nice details here. A little bit darker, like gray behind this design, this sculpting here. You get the nice colors here: yellow, red, and blue. Right here, get the silver paint here, which is very reminiscent of the G1 cartoon when he's in alt mode, but not in robot mode. So that's a change that the cartoon does that you can't really do on a figure. But overall, I'm very, very pleased with him so far. Accessories with Beachcomber, you get his pistol here. It's molded in gray plastic, then painted black. The back of the packaging has it all black, like even the pegs are black. So I guess they had changed. Instead of doing some molding in black, they molded it in the gray that he's molded here in the plastic, and it's painted in black. But you pick a hand and you can put it in whichever hand you desire. And of course, it comes with Paradise Parakeet here, which I find funny is that they actually painted the eyes on the parakeet, but we can't get painted in eyes on our Studio Series Spike in the exosuit. I mean, you can do eyes on this little bitty thing, but oh, we can't do that. That's just too hard. So yeah, you get this right here. It's the same kind of plastic as the tires, very rubbery PVC type stuff going on. Get these little 3mm pegs. Just peg it on. You also can hold them in his hands because it's made rubbery. It'll fit right in his hand, so you can put them in there. You can hold it and talk to it. Let me learn your language. So that is Beachcomber in a nutshell. Alright, comparison time. Here he is next to the old Legends or core class size, what you got of Beachcomber. I believe it's Power of the Primes. This figure here was not bad at all. It's a very nice Beachcomber, and we'll do more comparisons in vehicle mode as well. But with the new scaling they have with the mini bots, he is now too small, so you need something that's going to scale a little bit more. And we'll go ahead and bring Bumblebee in real quick just to show you how that is now too small, because he's smaller than Bumblebee, and he should not be smaller than Bumblebee or Cliff Jumper. Some more comparisons. We have Huffer, Bumblebee, Beachcomber, Cliff Jumper, and Cosmos. And changing out Cliff Jumper with Warpath. And we'll go ahead and throw in Hoist and Grapple. Alright, so articulation on your Beachcomber. Shoulders go out to there. The tire will hit up there. You get your bicep swivel here. Elbows bend to there. You get a wrist swivel as well. You can spin his hand all the way around, even though you have the arm this way, but you can't really get as much stuff in there because of this right here. But it can 360 around. You also get a 360 waist swivel. You might just have to bring this piece up to do so. Part of the roll cage on the Dune Buggy mode. So that's one thing the Power of the Primes, or two things the Power of the Primes did not have: wrist swivels and a waist swivel. You get your upper thigh swivels. You can move his arms here. You can get full splits, a little more than that. Good kick all the way to the front. Really good kick to the back. You get knee bends to there. Get your ankle tilts to there. Very far ahead. You got a slight rock up and down. I knocked parakeet out. You're not gonna get a 360 around because his little pieces around his face, his mouth hit on the sides here. I think you can 360 this around. I think I got all the articulation now for Beachcomber. Mine does have a slight problem, and it kind of irks me. Is the little piece here that would form the roll cage on this foot does not stay up. It wants to click down, so he doesn't get a very even balanced stance. It takes a little finessing to get him to do that. Otherwise, he doesn't want to. He wants to lean forward. It'll just flip him down because this piece here just wants to stay down instead of folding up the way it's supposed to. Alright, so let's transform Beachcomber into his Dune Buggy mode. He transforms almost like the Power of the Primes version. He just have a few extra steps going on with these little panels in the back that hide some of his hollowness in the back of the legs because he will fold up. So that is a nice look. Because he's a deluxe class, higher price point, they were able to make his transformation a little more involved and do little tricks like this, to hide certain things. So that is nice. Got a higher parts count on this figure. So let's get him transformed. Start on the back side. You want to bring this part that wants to click down. This wants to pop down from there to there. Bring this all the way down and around. Bring this down and around. You're also going to bring this piece down here. This actually forms the seats in his alt mode. Let's bring that down. Now we want to open this up. Bring this piece here up. Tab his legs together. If it comes untabbed, it's not a big deal. You can retab it in pretty easy. It's not a good tight snap. You're going to grab him here at the torso and the leg. This is going to slide up over his head, just like the Power of the Primes would do. You got this blue plastic here on the slider. You're going to fold his legs around, so he already came untabbed. It's not a big deal. Just fold this down and around. You always can re-tab it once you do that part. Also have to tab in this piece here. That's a tighter lock than his actual legs. And you'll bring this one down, tab this together. And these little seats here, they have these little tabs on the bottom. There's these little slots in the middle here. And it's going to lock into that. Now there's these tabs here on his hands. They're going to go into this slot here in the middle. And then there is a tab here. It's going to go right into that. So we just got to line that up. Tab that in. Then you got to get that around the leg. Tabbed in. And do the other side. And you have transformed Beachcomber into his alt mode. Now you can take his gun. It's got this peg here. These two little openings around the top of that. Come down here, you got this two tabs. A little peg hole here. It's just going to line up. And you just peg that on. That'll make the front bumper of his Dune Buggy mode. And he rolls. Squeaky roll in there. So he gets a nice grip with those tires. Head on, not too bad. I mean, you maybe get some little yellow paint or something if you want to touch that up, make that a little more colorful like the lights are on. You're not going to see it in remote because it's going to be facing to the top of his legs as you're looking down at the bot. From the back side, head just tucks in right in there. Nothing too bad or screaming and saying, oh, this is horrible. It looks fine. Cleans up nice. And you take Paradise. She can go right into one of these on the side. So, oh, I got her facing backwards. Put it on the side. And that way she can go charging into battle with Beachcomber. Now, if you also want to, you can take this gun off here. You don't have to do this part. You see here where this peg is, there's this little gap here in the middle. It actually can snap over the back of this. That way it's got a cannon in the very back, so it can now fire at the Decepticons and go up and down. You can move it around like that. And it does support blast effects, so it'll slide right over the tip of the gun. Alright, comparison time in alt mode. Here he is next to his old counterpart from Power of the Primes. Not bad. It's a lot smaller, but still it's a decent alt mode. I don't have any problem with the Power of the Primes Beachcomber. It's just the size of the figure is the only problem. It doesn't scale well. But in this mode, he could scale fine. You can always leave this guy. If you have this one, you can just leave him in vehicle mode and put this one in robot mode. Next to KBB's Hornet Agent. Deluxe Class Crankcase. Studio Series 86 Snarl. And Earthrise Netflix Optimus Prime. And I'll throw in a comparison with the animation model in vehicle mode. This is where you get these silver pieces here on the front of his alt mode. Because in the cartoon they had silver here when he's in vehicle mode. But when he's in robot mode, his legs are straight blue. Alright, so final thoughts on the figure. I absolutely adore this Beachcomber. Beachcomber has always been one of my favorite looking Transformers aesthetically in robot and vehicle mode. Going with G1 all the way up to now. He's an interesting character in the cartoon, even though underused, but he did make some appearances in season 3. Very nice. This is all the mini bots that I have so far. I'm kind of hiding Hubcap back there. So we got some nice group of mini bots. We need to get a Gears. We got Brawn coming. We need to get a Gears, a Swerve, Sea Spray, new Power Glide. We need to get the entire team. A Wind Charger. We need to get them together. We gotta get Wind Chargers so we can get some more death or dying Autobots. Very nice figure. I definitely recommend picking up this Beachcomber. Now, if you're really satisfied with your Power of the Primes and scale does not matter to you one bit, you probably don't have to get this figure because they're both about the same. It says this one is a bigger version of that with a little more articulation. You do get Paradise Parakeet. The thing is tiny as hell, so be careful with that. If it drops and it's kind of rubbery, it might bounce and you will never find that thing again, especially if you have a cluttered room or anything. But otherwise, very nice figure. I like what they've done with Beachcomber. I definitely recommend this figure. If you like Beachcomber, need a Beachcomber, or you just want a bigger one. We all. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next ones. Peace out.